pop quiz here. I'm going to show you slogans from food companies, and you guys tell me what foods they're affiliated with, what foods they're associated with. Okay, melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Okay, you guys are a little slow this morning. It's kind of early, but let's see if we can pick it up. Okay, you're right, M&M's. What about Obey Your Thirst? Okay. I'm loving it? Okay. You got a pretty smart group of people here. Okay, Kit Kat Bar, you're right. And one more. Okay. So you guys have had, many health professionals say that there's not enough nutrition education out there, that most people don't learn it in the schools, people aren't getting it so much from families because families don't know a lot about nutrition. But the fact is, you've had a lot of nutrition education and you've just proven it. But the question is, who is it coming from? Who has taught you and other people in our culture what food is all about? Who has taught you what constitutes food? What's acceptable to eat? What's good for us? And there are a lot of interesting things that the food industry has trained us to believe that experts say may or may not be true. Because a product has the word fruit in its name, doesn't necessarily mean it actually has fruit in it. Now, is that deceptive? Is it misleading? Well, these are very interesting questions. If you give this, and we'll talk about this in a later lecture, but if you give this diet to laboratory animals, rats, mice, whatever, it's very common for animals to gain a good bit of weight when given access to this diet. Even if they're given healthy food at the same time, they'll tend to ignore the healthy food and eat a diet like this. And there are three properties of this diet that help promote overeating and obesity in laboratory animals. What would you say those three features are? Okay. Sugar is what people usually guess first, and that's correct. That's one of the three, yes? Okay, fat is number two, so you guys are good so far. Who can guess what the third might be? Salt is a good guess, but that's not the answer. Okay, very good. Variety is the right answer, and most people wouldn't think this. But why would a laboratory animal, unaffected by never having given access to foods like this, not being exposed to marketing or other social influences that humans are, why would a lab animal seek out a diet, become very overweight, become nutritionally deficient in some things because it's not eating the healthy food, and prefer these foods to the extent that it becomes unhealthy? Well, there are interesting evolutionary reasons that we'll talk about in the class for that.